Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we defeated Ninetales on Oni Island, and I promised you guys a little bit of side quest cleanup. What do I mean by that? Well, after Oni Island, there is a lot of stuff open to us. Specifically because of our thunder power and just because story events tend to proc new things being available. And so, this episode and possibly the next are just going to be taking care of a lot of those things. So, first things first, let's head up to the Dragon Palace throne room. And up here for us, look who it is. That's not who I'm trying to talk to. I'm trying to talk to you. Why, Amaterasu, it's so good to see you. What tidings do you bring? You okay, babe? I mean, that was one heck of a feat you pulled off. You had me worried. I had no choice but to perform the rite of transformation. Such traditions are normally reserved for kings, but the people of our realm have accepted me as their ruler. Henceforth, I devote my life to protecting our people and the sea. All hail Queen Oto. We shall follow her wherever her majesty leads. Glory to the Dragonians. Amaterasu, there is something more I wish to tell you. I carry the child of my dearly departed husband, King Wada. I have every hope our child shall grow up to be a fine leader, and maybe someday, even king or queen of the Dragonians. We Dragonians shall protect the sea for all eternity. All hail Queen Oto. You've already said this. I know not how I shall ever thank you for what you've done. This could never begin to repay my debt to you, but please accept it as a token of my eternal gratitude. And we obtained a stray bead. I'd say that's a pretty good reward. I'm okay with that, honestly. That is not all for us to do here in the Dragon Palace. Last time we were here, I was prevented by story events from doing a particular side thing that I wanted to do, but this has been available to us since we gained additional access to areas within the Dragon Palace. So, right before we entered the Water Dragon. I wanted to take care of it then, but unfortunately, it seemed to not be possible. Spring up, spring, Lulu. Spring up, spring, Lulu. Is it just me, or are the others singing something different? That water dragon's causing havoc now that it's settled in the palace. It snores so loud, and every time it stirs, there's an earthquake. I don't know if that's why, but our swirly-whirly springs dried up. Us dance troupe girls have been ordered to do a water dance, but this dance wouldn't get any spring flowing again. No, I say we need to smash through the rock under the spring. If we hit water, that would get the spring going again. If only someone could help and dig a hole where the spring was. Well, we've been known for digging, that's for sure. Oh, why are you digging this dried up spring, doggy? Hoping to smash the rock under the spring to find water, are you? You must have a good nose on you. That was my plan too. I know, I talked to you to get the plan! We'll see if we can smash through the rock and revive the spring. Help dig up the spring? Yeah. Okay then, here we go. I'll tell you how we're going to dig through. Although, I guess you're pretty good at digging already, huh? Once I'm down to the deepest rock, I'll hit as hard as I can. You just focus on digging and get me down to the deepest point. Got it? Or do you want me to explain that? Okay, I'm fine. We're good. Let's do it. And now it's time for a bit of a different digging minigame, if memory serves. There might be one more that I'm just forgetting about, but yes! The main gimmick of this digging minigame is we are started off at the bottom. So, we have got to work our way to the top. I'm pretty sure that the dancer doesn't have anything she can hurt herself on, which is fortunate. So, it's just a matter of being able to climb up there in an efficient manner. And ow. Okay. I am failing spectacularly, but that is okay, because this time limit is pretty forgiving if memory serves. And do I gotta bomb it? I do. And bomb. Okay, is it gonna work? Alright, it is. Hooray. So just gonna slash that. And slash that. And I could get more time, but I don't feel that I need it, probably. So I'll just go ahead and skip past it for now. If I feel I need it on the way down, then I'll grab it then, if it's possible, but who knows. Alright, slash that. and keep on working my way up. There's not really that much to talk about in this particular digging minigame that we haven't seen already, but I feel wrong showing them at higher speeds just because it feels disingenuous to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. In fact, I probably am, but that's besides the point. And oh my goodness. How can a man be so bad at a video game? Not that, like, men should be good at video games, but it's just like, how can one man truly be so aggressively bad? Like, this is the badness of 2 or 3 people right here. But we are moving along with relatively good speed, so I'll go ahead and take it. And I need to cherry bomb over here. And I'll just go ahead and double cherry bomb in order to get it to blow up real quick. Which I guess is a use of double cherry bomb, but it's such a specific instance that I don't really know whether I can justify it being better. And it looks like we have to go the different direction because she's trapped down in there. So let's just go ahead and dig down as fast as possible so that these spikes don't get in our way, which they unfortunately did anyways. Go ahead and bloom that to get extra time since we are not going to need it, but I'd like to have it just so I can rest a little bit easier. And I messed up on the digging. I kind of want her to turn around, but hopefully it won't be a problem if she doesn't. Because, okay, yeah. And now just gotta Galestorm her over. That might have not been a great move if I can't dig fast enough, but I really wanted to get that money, so, you know, worth and all. Alright. Really, why do I keep running into that? That's just silly. Alright, headbutting, and headbutting, and digging, and digging again. Alright. Alright. Just gotta take that 5-second penalty right there, because not really much I can do about it. And I think we're right about at the bottom. Alright, we are, and so I'm gonna grab this money and then bloom her so that we can be done here. And I didn't even need to bloom her. Alright. Got that money, and now let's dig up the water. Which, we're currently underwater, so, you know, video game logic. But I think the reason we're digging it up is because it's not an ordinary spring. It's a slightly vibrant spring. Yeah, right on. Wahoo! I smashed right through that rock. And look at that, the spring's gushing again. Spring's running again, but this is good. The swirly whirly is missing. The whirl's gone? Exactly. It's the swirly whirly that's kept us all in good health up to now. Without it, we lose the will to live. Anyways, enough. Just whining about it is not going to help, is it? Everyone, we've got to summon the swirly whirly back again. We'll transfer our passion and enthusiasm into the spring by running around it as fast as we possibly can. Man, she is booking it. Anyways, we just need to draw in the swirly whirly for them. And guess who it is? Ah, Mataras, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Followers in need and your own pure heart have restored my power. I, Nuregami, have a new power to bestow upon you. I have harnessed the fervent energy of those in need to create the power called Swirly Whirly. Use it well. Just kidding, it's called Fountain, and now it will allow us to use Mermaid Springs for free. Not the most useful power since they've handed us mermaid coins like candy for just opening random chests throughout the area, but free fast travel is what I'm all about. Yeah, right on. Wahoo! The Swirly Whirlies return to the spring. The Swirly Whirly Spring's real name is the Swirling Spring. It's a portal the Dragonians made to connect to the land. If you jump in when it's swirling, you can go to different places. Sometimes we girls use it to get out and have some fun on land. Oops, you won't tell Otohime about that, will you? Anyway, thanks for all your help, doggy. Here, have this. You'll be surprised at what's inside. And we get a chest. I knew it. Brute strength is the only answer in the end. From now on, the Dragon Palace Stance troop motto is muscle. Oh, well, good luck with that. Boy, Ami, that's one mean I bet you could summon up one of those travel whirlpools anytime you want if you use that technique on a mermaid spring. Now you can travel across Nippon for free. Guess it pays to help people every now and then. Woo! So we get praise and water spout tech 1. Boring. I was hoping it'd be something cool like a stray bead or money. I like money. I mean, as much as people are just like, money's not important to me, everyone likes having money. Like, it's there's like a psychological thing of just like the sweet spot of like having enough to cover your day-to-day needs, but not so much that like you don't know how to spend it. Like, being in that sweet spot is something everyone wants, whether they'll ever openly say it or not, so, you know. Anyways, if we restore that pillar and climb up here, we get a stray bead. And that is the final stray bead here in the Dragon Palace, but not the final stray bead we're going to be getting in this episode. Spoiler, I guess, but you probably guessed that when I said side quest cleanup, I mostly meant stray beads. Anyways, Clover there, cool. Anyways, time for fast travel. All right, where you really gonna want to go for a stray bead is into this fishing shack over here. And let's talk to our old friend Urashima. There you are, Pooch. Looking pleased with yourself, huh? But never mind that. You know that demon island out in the sea? Disappeared in a cloud of petals before my very eyes. And the water dragons calmed down too. Something good's about to happen, I'm sure of it. Howdy there, we've already been through this. And we offer the treasure box. Well, I'll be. If it ain't that treasure box I've been looking for. Y'all went to the Dragon Palace to get this for me? Thank you kindly. That time I drowned, they revived me at the Dragon Palace, see? That's why I'm stuck in a body that just won't get any older. I'll always look like a youngin' forever and ever. Meanwhile, everyone around me is getting older and older. With this treasure box, I reckon I can return to normal. Well, how do I look? Honey, is that really you? It sure is. Your husband's back. You're back. You've finally come back to me. And I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. I'll never leave you again, dear. Excuse that voice, but I tried to be old. I don't know how I can ever thank you enough, but I want y'all to have this. It ain't much, just a token. I found this pretty stone on the seabed. Brought me luck, see? We've obtained a stray bead. So, we finally get some closure on Urashima. But I'll go ahead and leave those two lovebirds be. And no, not just because I think old people are gross. Alright, now real quick, there are a lot of collectibles available for us, and I've decided that just for the sake of making the episode as short as possible, I'm going to speed up and post-commentate over pretty much the remainder of this video. First off, in Taka Pass, there's a Nirvana hole that you can dig through, and down into it, you will be able to get a stray bead. Next up, after you've completed Oni Island, you can return to the Emperor, and he will have a new artifact available for you called the Water Tablet, which will allow you to run on water, which you can take to the city checkpoint and run up to the northern region in order to acquire a stray bead in addition to some praise. Next up, since I know that it's going to be happening, but I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit, that guy that you restored in Shinshu Field, you need to race him 3 times, then he will give you a particular item called the Gimmick Gear, which you need for a later side quest. Then, once you're done there, you go to Camille and Camellia, and then you talk to them a couple times, and you headbutt Camille, and then they will be set up for a continuation of the side quest later. If you go to Hayate in Ryoshima Coast, then you can race him similarly to Ida, and after the 3rd race, he will give you 50 praise and another stray bead. Next up, once you return to the town, there will be a new weapon available for you. I'm not going to use this until I have the ability to upgrade it with some gold dust, and then this is just setting up for something later. Then you need to light all the torches here, and that'll open up the side quest that we're going to be tackling in the next video. Anyways, back to real time. Alright, and with the gimmick gear that we recently acquired, what we need to do is come in here and talk to this guy. My masterpiece is but one step away from completion. All I need is the final part. My invention would dramatically improve people's lives. It is the greatest test of my talents thus far. Contraption maker, Gen. I know not how you made it all the way up here, Snowflake. It is unusual for me to have visitors. But your timing could not be better. I needed a break. Would you like to hear the new scientific theory I'm advocating? Oh, no thanks. We're not really into that kind of stuff. No, wait! We could talk about something else. I'm quite the traveler and have seen much of Nippon, you know. And I have collected many strange odds and ends during my travels. Sculptures never seen before, strange stones unlike any others. Such things have led me to believe that many ages ago, Nippon was home to a completely different civilization from ours. A different civilization? Of course, no one would ever believe me. But still, I gather these odds and ends from my contraptions. I have a wide range of them in the works. The odds and ends I find are of no use in and of themselves, but with some ingenuity, together they will become living contraptions. My odds and ends are like a dear old friend to me. Well, isn't that special? Can we go now? No, please wait. This is where it gets interesting. As you doubtlessly noticed, I am nearly done with my masterpiece. However, I am missing the very last piece. I have come so far only to be thwarted at the very last step. My masterpiece cannot come to life without that one final piece. Many a contraption have I built, City Checkpoint's Big Drawbridge, and Gojo Bridge here in Seion City. And now my masterpiece is but one tiny step away from completion. You've said that like 10 times. All I need is a single gimmick gear. Without that single gear, my contraption will not move an inch. Must I once again roam these lands in search of the final part? Snowflake, that gear of yours. Could that be a gimmick gear? The very last part I require? It appears to be the perfect size and shape. Indeed, that is the very gear that I'm missing. Give it here. Please, I must have it. And yeah, let's go ahead and offer the gimmick gear to him. Oh, thank you, my fine furry friend. When my masterpiece is complete, I shall write your name in small letters near the end of the encyclopedia of my contraptions. Now to complete my masterpiece. Are you ready, Snowflake? You're about to witness history in the making. My contraption is about to come to life. This shall herald a monumental advance in people's lives. Now for the moment of truth. I, Gen the contraption maker, give you my masterpiece, Lightning Bringer. And he pulls down the lever, and what we need to do is trace this right here. And we can summon a lightning bolt. Yes, this is the update to our thunder power. Matras, origin of all that is good, mother to us all. My power had diminished. Yeah, we've seen this particular text box a handful of times. Basically, anytime you upgrade one of the elemental powers, this is exactly the same text that it gives you. So, you know, it is what it is. But we can now light up the sky with a thunderbolt. We can use Thunderbolt, for those of you who get that reference. But yes, as we've updated fire and wind, I'm pretty sure those are the only two that we've updated. We got a kind of secondary ability from water, but, you know. But Zenma is not flawed after all. It may be a bit overpowered, but at least my masterpiece is complete at last. It would appear that you do not quite understand. Such a grand invention as this may well be beyond your comprehension. You should go look up at my house from outside. Then perhaps you shall see the true grandeur of my masterpiece. And we get 50 praise! Very nice. Wow, that's really something getting this huge thing to move. But enough about that. Remember the shape you drew on me? You know, the shape to fill in the missing part of the wire? Well, that's the mark of Gekigami, the god of lightning. Just by drawing that mark, you can summon lightning anytime, anywhere you want. Yes, now we no longer need a source of lightning in order to use that particular brush power. Thunderstorm tech. Not really super important, but if we just draw this shape, then we will summon lightning anywhere we are. The Wii version is actually really bad about registering this, but the PlayStation 2 version doesn't have any troubles with really any of the brush powers, if I'm being honest. I've made note of a few times where the Wii just doesn't register things properly, but for the most part, getting interrupted by the day-night cycle. For the most part, the PlayStation 2 really doesn't have any trouble recognizing any inputs that they have, because this game was originally designed for this console. So naturally, ports are going to be a little bit wonkier. It is what it is. Anyway, that's not all we're going to be doing here in Seion City. Now we're going to be sneaking to the castle using Mist, Warp, Veil of Mist thing. And we need to head to the back area of the palace. And as we can see, there's a handmaiden over here. Ah, it's you, Matras. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. That's the grave of our ruler, Queen Himiko. I'm sure your blessing would expedite her journey to heaven. Perhaps you could sprinkle divine water on her grave. Please, help her spirit to be released. Well, what we need to do is use this water here in order to draw water to each of these stones. And for doing that, a rainstorm appears. That's right, we get to upgrade water yet again. Ah, Matharas, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Being so removed from you had weakened me. In fact, I was very near death until your pure heart awakened me. I, Nuregami, have harnessed the power of her tears. Drench the land with benevolence. I grant you the power of deluge. So yes, now we have the ability to summon a source of water anywhere we want. Deluge, hey, I've heard of that one. Isn't that the power derived from water spout? All you gotta do is draw the mark of Nuregami, god of water spout, to make it pour like cats and dogs. Now what did that mark look like again? Well anyway, if that power is awoken here, it must mean Himiko is still watching over us. That particular mark is not readily available for you in just the general playing of the game, but basically what you're gonna wanna do is draw 2 lines heading roughly downwards. And not only is, oh wait, no, I thought you could be able to use this as like a source of water and be able to draw from it, but unfortunately it seems like that is not the case. But now if you ever need water, then you can just make it rain on them enemies. Anyways, with this power in hand, it's actually time to go back to the Commoner's Quarter, because there's something new available to us with Deluge. And the particular thing I was referring to is over here, after you talk to them that one last time in Kamiki Village, Camille and Camellia will come here to Seion City. Hey, aren't you that wolf we saw back in Kamiki Village? We traveled a long time to get all the way here. I guess you've been traveling yourself. And I've just about had enough of being on the road. Look, sis, it's that dog again. There's some pretty makeup on its back. Here we go again. It's just a normal white dog, I tell you. You're always making up some strange stories. We need to take a bit more interest in the real world. Okay, so we saw those flowers appear back in Kamiki, but flowers blossom all the time. People see it every day. Maybe if trees appeared right out of nowhere, well, just stay in the real world for once. But I can see the makeup right there. Well, hey, guess what? We do have the ability to summon trees. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. Right in front of us. A tree just appeared right in front of us. How can that be? Woohoo, a brand new tree. The gods must have made it. But gods aren't the only ones who can create trees. Maybe if there was rain right after the tree appeared. But otherwise, I don't believe in it. There are no gods. Jeez, you are a tough person to convince. So, let's draw a tree and then summon a deluge. Oh, my goodness. No way. Woohoo, it rained, it rained. The gods made it rain. It's funny because I was just thinking about it raining after that tree appeared. That means the god must know what I'm thinking. Can you hear me, gods? Do you really exist? And we get 50 praise. But not only do we get 50 praise, we talk to them again. Hello, doggy. I found a pretty round stone the other day. I'm sure the gods must have dropped it. Here, it's yours. And we get a stray bead. Doggy, can you tell me who does your makeup for you? I can see it now too. It's very faint, but I can see it. I can see the sign of the gods right there. Ooh, isn't that great, doggy? You managed to make my sister see your true colors. Yes, we have finally seen the end of these two characters' story arcs. And I think that'll do for this episode. I know it's pretty long, but I know that I'm also going to cut out and edit a lot of this and trim it down to hopefully a concise video. But in the next episode, we are going to finish one final side quest here in Seion City, and then we are going to move on to new areas. See you guys then.